Hey guys, FallenDice, and this would be episode 3 of FallenDice Plays Better Than Buildcraft. So, yeah, didn't get my quarry built last time, and that's alright, because I actually learned a ton about this mod, and I hope you guys did too. So, now we're back, and we are going to, attempt to, to get my quarry built. So, we're going to start out by constructing some of the items that I am going to need for this. And the first item that I am going to need is the basic engine. And what I'm going to end up building towards is I want 2 combustion engines. I know 3 is the most efficient way for power, but I'm thinking right now I shouldn't get too greedy, so I'm going to go for 2 of them. But I'm also going to create 2 of the wood engines, to power some of the simpler stuff over there. Just kind of like I think the pump that'll be routing my items from the quarry. So anyway, we will get started on that. So our first item, obviously, is the combustion engine. And I got it in the wrong. Yep, there we go. Not the combustion engine. I wish it was that easy. No, first item is the wood engine. So there we go. Created from a bellows and a piston. The wood engine requires a better than wolves power source to operate it. So I will end up needing to put in a water wheel out here to power it. So anyway, the next level, though, will then be the steam engine followed by the combustion engine. And you actually use the wood engine in the construction of the steam engine, and then the same thing vice versa, or vice versa. The same thing is you then use the steam engine in the construction of the combustion engine. So we will start off first. I'm going to need 3 of the soul forged steel, 1 glass, some redstone, and 2 of the, I think it's steel gears, but it could be stone gears too. I'm going to assume steel though. But anyways, so we will open this up, and we will start off by putting our 3 of those across there. You go here, and once again, I'm in the wrong place because I actually need 4 high. So I'm going to have to take all this into my normal house so that I can use the anvil. And, you know, actually, I'm just going to bring an anvil out here. So I will be right back. Alright, and here we are. Got our anvil over there. And I figure while I'm here, I might as well point out a couple other things too. I upgraded my tools now, so I've got the mattock and the battle axe, which means I no longer have to carry 4 tools, just the 2. So this mattock is both a pick and a shovel, and the battle axe is both a sword and a axe for the trees. So it frees up inventory space, so I'm kind of excited about that. Also, the wrench, which in Better Than Buildcraft, it now will change everything in Better Than Wolves as well as Better Than Buildcraft, so I can use it to change axle directions and all the other stuff, so I won't need an actual empty hand. So I'm probably just going to be running around with this in my inventory there now for most of the time, since I did free up space. So anyway, back to where we were. So we got the 3 across there. I believe the redstone went there. I think the gold went here. And is it? Oops. Actually, I think I got it backwards. And since that didn't work, maybe it was stone? No. Do I get the wrong recipe? Oh! Yes, I do. I forgot that key ingredient. So, oh, duh. I haven't gotten to the gold yet. There we go. So, that'll give us 1 steam engine, but I do need a second one. So, 2 more steel gears. And we'll do that one more. Actually, 2 more steel gears and 3 more soul forged steel. I don't know why I didn't just put that all in my inventory. That's what I get for trying to be clever. And done. There we go. So that gives us 2 steam engines. And move that over there. That's going to come up here now. And I need to make some golden gears. 3, 4. So I have to make 4 of those. Let's see. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we go through these across the top. Glass. Steam engine. Let's see. Those, and there we go. Alright. Yay. So there's 2 combustion engines. So I'm just going to completely bypass steam. Steam is very volatile, and since I already have oil, I'll probably use one of these wood engines to start a refinery, refine the oil into fuel, and then I should be good to go as far as my combustion engines for a while. And that is my goal. Then once I've got everything working, then I can see about maybe building my pipeline out to my oil wells. So take a quick nap here and get back to work. And we're back, and we are about to get started. So a couple things here. First of all, we have a different recipe for transport pipes for better than Buildcraft than it is in Buildcraft. So to create these, we take moldings on the left and the right, and we take glass planes down the middle, and that'll give us our basic transport pipe. From there, that's what I'm going to get. From there, to do the intake pipe, we take, I'm missing a piece of that. I need my belt. There we go. Strap in. Okay, so then we take a standard pipe, and let's make a couple of these. Put the straps on either side, and we now have the transport intake pipe. The directional pipe, that would be, of course, what would be the iron pipe in the normal Buildcraft. We're going to make a couple of these. So we'll put that on the 4 sides, and then we'll put a lever in the middle, and that'll give us a directional pipe. Actually, that's 4 more already, so I don't need any more than that. And then, of course, then you have the fancy diamond pipe, which fortunately is a bit more expensive in this game, or in this version. So same thing, you take the panes, and then we're going to put diamonds on the sides. And that did not, oh, because I'm doing the wrong thing again. Forgot the hopper. I need one more spot. Alright, so same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take the glass panes, and then we take one hopper underneath, and there we go. We've got our diamond transport pipes. So we're good for the pipes. Get rid of some of this stuff now. And we are ready to make our quarry. So, for the quarry, the recipe is almost identical, other than the fact that we're going to be using steel gears instead of the iron gears. So we'll take 3 of those, put the redstone up top, and we're going to put the gold gears, the 2 diamond gears, and then 1 diamond pickaxe, and there we go. We have a quarry. All that work yet last episode, and there we are. We finally have it. So we've got a quarry now. We have our piping. We have our engines, although probably going to go with the wooden engine to start off with, which means I'm going to have to go make a water wheel. That, or no, I'm going to need the water wheel anyway, just to make my fuel. So I think I'm going to hold off on my quarry until I've got my combustion engines powerable. So I think our next step is going to be to make a refinery. And we got one more thing to do actually before we get to there, and that is the landmarks, because we're going to need those to make the larger quarry. And they actually changed that up as well in Better Than Buildcraft. So I'm making 5 of them because in order to do the large quarry, you've got to set out your grid by the 4 corners, and then you have to do 1 additional landmark up 5, and that makes the grid for you. So to make this, we need what do they call them? We need redstone eyes. So to create redstone eyes, actually I guess I only needed to do this 3 times. So there's 6 of them. So we'll get 6 landmarks. So you take the redstone eye along with the redstone torch, and that will give us a landmark. So there we go. We have 6 landmarks. Now we will go get the supplies to get our water wheel going, and I think we'll set it up over here, get the refinery going, and then probably use that to power our quarry initially, using the wood engine, and then as it works we'll start refining. So I will be right back. I am ready now, so we are going to build it right here. Here's my taller one, and that's the grid is going to be going around. So actually I need to build the area that I'm doing it up a little bit. So we'll put the water wheel right out here to make it easy to power it. Plus it's got a straight shot over there. So we just need to dig down here then. Oops, wrong one. So yeah, we go 4 deep. And just need 1 bucket of water. That gets it flowing. And we'll put up, actually I think I probably need to go 1 more. 5, there we go. Alright. Put you up there. See, we stick. Put you over there. Put you there. And there is our water wheel. And then I can just move the sand out a couple more spots. And it's getting dark, so I will be right back. And we're back. So, go ahead and put our gearbox over there now. Still kind of hard to tell which direction it's going, so we'll do the cheat way. We'll put a axle on there and wait for it to start spouting. Can I do it backwards? It is possible. So should be 1 more, should be powered. But I may have put it on backwards. One quick way to find out. Does it have power here? One more time. Put you here, and put you there. I'm confused. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I may be incorrect on this, but the little experimenting I did, it looks like the wood engines need to be powered from underneath, kind of like the turntable, so I'm going to have to redo how I do this. So I'm going to have to kind of figure out, I figure if I put my my quarry here, and then I put my 2 engines here, and it looks like what that one, then that was interesting. Did that just kind of, was it the way I was standing, or okay, that has to go that way. So one of them is going to have to get powered from underneath here. So I'm going to run all my my axles and stuff from here, so I know exactly how or where I need to put my my water wheel. So it looks like that here. So I guess I don't have to go that much lower than where I was. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fill this back in for now. And then I think I need to go down at least one more level. Yeah. Let's see, that's... It'll tell me one way or another if I'm too not low enough yet. So we'll just kind of, just for the sake of it, we'll give it a shot. If I can get out of here. I'll attach that first. Okay. One more from over here. Yep, and I need to go down one more. I thought so, but that way I know for sure now. Okay, and then we'll take my bucket. And I'll put that... Oh, I caught on. That was weird. Put you down there. Place you here. And we have power. And there we are. And we are lit. Now, I just need to get power over here now. And the question... I am going to need another gearbox. So, be right back. Actually, I changed my mind. We'll just use this one for now to power the quarry as is, and then we'll have the other one coming off over here, and this is where I'm going to have my refinery set up so I can use the same water wheel and don't have to make a second one or move one. So, that being the case, let's go ahead and let's mark off our grid. So like I said, I'm going to make a rectangle, and then of course 1 5 up higher. So 1 2 3 4. I think, well, we'll know for sure because it'll automatically show a grid when it gets to that point. So if not, then we just need to go up. We'll just go up 1 higher. Okay. And I had previously kind of mapped this out. So this is going to be my large quarry, which is the other reason why I need to get my combustion engines, because the speed at which this is going to run on the wood engine is going to be agonizingly slow. Alright, so wondering if that's because of that. You know what? I wonder where it's at, so let's go here. We'll just run across here, and if it is, and it is, then I'll move this one over there, and then I think I do need to go up higher. So let's go ahead and kill this. Alright, so we're going to come over here, over to here. There's that one. And then 1 2 3 4 5. We'll go a couple higher so we can experiment. So let's try here, and that doesn't work, so then we'll go up 1 higher. What am I doing wrong? Do I need to... Oh, there it is. Forgot to right click it. So, alright, we are activated, but it's also nighttime, so I will be right back. Alright, and we're ready. So what you see here, this is kind of like a laser shooting across. It's showing what the outline of the quarry will be. Whoa, that needs to... I almost blew it up. I forget. Without being attached to something, it will overheat. So anyway, so we will put you back over here, and then we will put our quarry right here. And that's not where I want it. Why are you... Oh, do I have to put it on? No. Okay, why, oh why are we not? Alright, I will be right back. Alright, we're back, and it's daylight, and here we go. And apparently you need to set it down here in the corner of the one you used to activate. So, there we go. It is now on here, unfortunately I couldn't put it over there. So we'll have to do a little tweaking here to get it powered, but we're getting there. Alright, so I think I have it working, and I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but I think it's right back in the initial position it was. So when I set it next to the quarry, it tilted over to this angle, and still needing to have power coming from here, it basically, we're back in this position. So I'm going to put this axle in, and we'll see if I got it correct. Yep, and there we go. So it should have power now, which means it should start filling in, but it is not, and I'm not sure why. Looks like it's getting power here. This is, nothing worthwhile was ever easy, right? So, alright, well, let me look at some more stuff. Be right back. Alright, we gave up on that for now. I'm thinking maybe it doesn't have enough power. And I could move this back, move it around, get some more parts and try and do that. But I think we're just going to go ahead and we'll hook up the combustion engine for now to get things going. And then after, you know, I'll use a bucket of oil for now. Just to get the framework, and then we'll see if going back if the other ones will work or not. But hopefully while it's doing that I can build my refinery. So this should, and there it goes, and that was right away too. Now the biggest problem we have with the combustion engine is of course overheating. So I am going to, I think, use this engine here to pump some water up over the top. So we'll set this up down here and we'll get it going to pump water. So I'm actually have to make a water pump as well. So I will be right back. Alright, so the framework got built and it actually did like about 2 rows and then it ran out of fuel. The oil only lasted that long, so I don't want to waste any more oil, so looks like I am going to have to set up my refinery. So that will be my new project here. So this at least works. I am now going to see what I need to get ready, and then I'm going to pick a somewhat safer place to set it up. I don't want it right nearby, because if I accidentally leave it unattended or something goes wrong, I don't want it to blow up and take out anything important. Okay, I am ready to build my refinery. Expensive making all these tanks, but I figured I might as well have the ability to store, so that way I can do water. And I wish you could transport oil in these things. That would be so nice. But anyway, so here we go. Got a refinery. And I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up over here on the other side of the water here, so I could use the same pump to send water to cool the combustion engine and to do my refining. So let me kind of get my area clear here, set up my water wheel, and then I will pop back in to show you my progress. I got on my creative world and played around, and I can't seem to find a way to make a wood engine run any of these machines. I don't know if it's just too weak of power. I mean, I had 3 and 4 of them all working in line, and it wouldn't do anything. And put in one combustion engine, and it started filling the pipe right up. So we're gonna have to go ahead and use our other combustion engine, which I thought I had on me, but I guess I did not. So we'll go pick that up. But yeah, so I'm gonna set it up over here and use another bucket of oil. Cringe. But use that to convert the other buckets of oil I have into fuel, which I'll use, and then I'll just end up having to leave that engine over there to pump water. And as I get more supplies built up, because it's the biggest issue is like the soul forged steel. I'm going to need a bit more of that to make some more of these engines, but as I do that, I'll add in more engines and then start thinking about whether or not to bring the oil over. Okay, wood engines may not work for machines, but they appear to work just fine for fluids. I just drained all the oil I'd put in this straight over into here without a problem. So we should be good to go now for our refinery. I just need to decide where I'm going to or which one I'm going to use. And actually I need to do this too. Make sure I've got water in here. I don't know how much fuel I'm going to get out of my one bucket of water, but we will soon find out. Alright, so we are pumping and there it goes. Wow. Seems to be filling up well, so actually I may be a good decision I made to do this. So we'll let it finish filling this up. I am not going to walk away from this. And then when it's all done and all the oil's gone and it's all full of fuel, then I'll go ahead and shut it off and start pumping water over to there and filling it with fuel. So I'm going to sit here and watch this for a little bit, and I will be right back. Well, it worked, and it worked really well. So I ended up taking my second combustion engine from the quarry and put it up in line to speed up the process. Made a couple more trips out to my oil well because I ran through that oil rather quickly. And I now have about a tank and a half of fuel. So I'm about ready to start going hardcore on my mining. So I decided I want 3 combustion engines on the quarry, just to speed it up, to get it collecting a lot faster than what it was, because it would just take forever because of the size of it. And then I want to use combustion engines on the fuel pump and the water pump. That way everything's getting water cooled and filled with from the pump, and I can just let this thing go automated while I'm AFK with the family or just whatever. So to do that though, I needed a lot more soul forged steel. So I decided I was going to automate my pottery making a little bit more. So I came up with this, and if you don't play with redstone much, you're probably looking at this going, oh my god. And there's probably an easier way to do this, and probably a more compact and efficient way, but I was looking all over on YouTube last night, and I couldn't find anything anywhere to kind of get what I wanted, because using the turntable, the best I could get it to do was to kick this off, or to to power the piston at the 3rd stage, which was the vase. I could never get it to fully go all the way to the urn. So what I did, and I'll kind of quick explanation. This here is T flip-flop. So first time it makes a full circle over here, powers it. Right now, when it put the block down, we're powered. Second time it comes around, pulls the block up, not powered. I have that going into an AND gate. Over here, with that same turntable, it comes around and it charges this thing, and when those two together come into here, it will finally power this, because this is on all except when it's the turntable's on, and that turns it off, and then half of the time this will be off. So again, when that happens, it comes over here and it will power this, and this is another AND gate. Like I said, I had to get a little more complicated on this. What I did is I built a little clock here, and I left, using a redstone to power it, I had it so it's more than one repeater at a time was charged. What this reason with this for was, if I didn't do this, this piston would stay pushed out for the entire circuit while it was going around, and that messed the timing up even more. So I went over and did set it up as an AND gate, but it was basically keying the piston like 3 times when it would go. So what I made the extended clock here with the full delays on here, and with the timing that I created on this, you'll see it stays on for a small amount of time when it's coming through. And again, it's a little more complicated, but the way I have it set up, it now powers it long enough for 1 piston push, and the piston push only stays lit for that brief amount of time that you can see here when it's lit. And then, even with that, it still, and this is when I got frustrated last night, it still would not stay turned long enough to get me the urn. It still was popping at the vase. And I got home from work today, and I was about to start manually doing it again because I figured I'd just wasted all that time. And I came up with a realization, but I remembered if you power a gearbox, it will turn it off. So what I did is, at the same time this AND gate, when it goes out here to key this, I also have it going back down here. I had a couple different variations, but the problem is if I had it powered when it was touching this, it actually stopped the gearbox while it was touching one of these redstones, and it would never move again. So I had it on the output here with 3 repeaters all at full delay. So basically, by the time the redstone pulse gets to here, it's no longer on the redstone on either side of this, and it basically pauses it for, you know, a tick each cycle going around. So it's 4 total times it gets slowed down, but it ended up being just enough time to give me the vase. So like I said, there's probably easier ways of doing it, and when I do come up or do figure it out, I'll make another one. But because of that, I can now sit in here, and the reason this is out here is every now and then, if you just hold the right click button, it'll actually start suffocating me. It'll actually put another one over here, but it doesn't do it very often. So what I was doing is I was watching my YouTube videos, and I'll sit in here, just hold the right mouse button, and it'll go through the whole 4 stages, get to the urn, the piston will kick it out, and then when the piston goes back in, because I'm holding the right click, I will basically put in another thing of clay. So doing this, I can see I got 40 right now. That was able to speed that process up. And then I would just come over here. Again, right now this is in crucible mode because I just got done making some more soul forged steel. So I've got another 84 soul forged steel now. But when the bricks down here, you just basically sit here, put it on the urn, stand like right up top here so that you actually collect the item when it does it, and just again hold the right click down. You can only place 1 in there, so as soon as the urn's finished, it kicks it out of there, places another urn, you go to the inventory, and again you can do this while you're watching YouTube videos or TV or whatnot. And then again, I showed you this earlier, but that'll give you your soul urns, which I have more now. I'm going to have to make another trip out to the nether here shortly to pick up some more. But yeah, nice and automated. So now I am going to head back outside. Actually, let me drop my clay stuff up here. So I'm going to head outside, and I am going to make some more engines, and then I am going to put that quarry into full-blown dig mode. Okay, so here we are. There's the good old quarry, right behind where I'll be building my warehouse. I had a lot more fuel, but I've actually put some around, so I'll explain the madness here. Here's my water wheel. I use it to power. I got axles going on both sides, so the one comes around to here, and when I have fuel here ready to be put into the tank, I just go ahead and throw a wood engine down here real fast, and it basically pumps it into the tank there. Right now I pump the last of my oil into my refinery, but when I have oil in there, again I just set a wood engine down here, and it will pump it over to there. My water pump is right here. I have a combustion engine running that. When it's connected to a water pump, it gets its water from the water pump, so it's doing good right now. One end of it's going over here to my pump for the fuel, and then the other end comes up over to here, and then I've got a directional pipe here, so when I'm refining, which I am right now, it looks like I need to actually send it some water. I overheated rather quickly. Then I just come over here and change the output, so now I've got my water coming over here. I had it just go in both directions for a while, but unfortunately it didn't have enough power to fill them both. So here we got a bit of fuel oil in here, so it should be plenty enough to finish refining all the oil that I do have. As you can see now, it's cooling it down, so you're not seeing any water. Now that it's green though, there we'll start filling up with water. When I start to mine here for the night, I'll shut this off, reverse the water so it's heading up there, and then the water will be only, and I'll probably even turn off over here. I'll just pump all my fuel up top there, shut everything down here off except the water pump, and have the water only going up top. So anyway, speaking up top, let's head up there. Again, I also have the directional pipes for the fuel here, so this pump, this engine here pumps the fuel out of the tank, directional, so if I need to add fuel to my refinery, I just use the wrench to turn it around. The end that's not solid here, that's the one where the fuel is going to flow. If my water pump starts running low, which it shouldn't, because that was the first thing I did, and I tried to shut off the flow and it just kept filling up, so it's got the lion's share of all the fuel I had. So it'll be running for a while, but that's best anyway. If anything were to run out of fuel, I'd rather have it be the Quarry or any other stuff, so that it has water and no fuel, then it can't overheat. This thing, pretty much after that, will just run until it runs out of fuel. Right now though, it's heading up the hill, and because I've got water going to the refinery, you don't see it coming up there, but when I flip the switch it will come up there. So up here I have my three engines. I have my initial engine here, which is powering the quarry, and then these two engines are in line with that engine to help assist it in its power. Got switches for both of those. The fuel, which comes up here, and I've got some golden pipe to help speed it up since it's a nice climb, comes up under here and it goes into the bottom of all three, so they will get their fuel. And then over here I have a bunch of chests, because I'm going to save my world, start all these, put all the fuel I have into them, and I'm just going to let it run all night and see what I have in the morning. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty of storage space so I didn't lose any items, especially as I get to the lower areas. As I get some of the good stuff, like I get iron ore and gold ore and coal and some of those things, because I have ingots, but I don't have the actual raw, and I might go down to my mine until I find a couple of those before I go to bed tonight, and in which case I would just take my diamond pipe, and when you put that in an intersection, you see you got color codings. So if you right click it, whatever you put inside a color, that item will be diverted. So if I were to take this green chest here, we'll call it the green chest because it's got the green end, and inside there say put diamonds, iron ore, gold ore, and then maybe another one, and put coal, then those items would be directed into a single chest by itself. So if I were to end up running out of inventory space due to too much sand or dirt or cobble, the sand, dirt, and cobble would be tossed out at the end of it, and the gold and the good stuff would still be going into its other chests. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with that, though. I think I have 32 chests up there. 32 or 34? One of the two. So I should be good to go as far as chests. I'm not too worried about that. I think I'll actually run out of fuel before I run out of storage. But then in the morning, I'll go through with the stuff I have, and I'm going to use a few of these these diamond pipes to sort out, so it's a little easier for me to find stuff. So what I maybe do is, front end will be, all sand and sandstone, and towards the back end will just be cobble. That way it'll be completely sorted for me. So without further ado, we will go down. I am going to shut off the refinery. Like I said, I don't have enough water pressure right now to do both. So okay, there we go. That's shut off. Take my wrench, come over here, and we will re-divert the water. Okay. So now it'll start heading up there and keep our engines up there. Cool. That is going the right direction. And we're going the right direction there. So we'll come over here and we will flip this switch. There we go. And that will start pumping our fuel out. So we can follow it as it makes it up to the our engines up top. It's exciting. About to get mining for real. Sad how fast it's gonna go. So I also went out and I found a couple more oil slicks. They're all about the same distance out again. A couple of them look pretty big though. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to make a bunch of waterproof pipe. Once I get some more gold, I'll make some more of the gold waterproof. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a pipeline from the biggest one all the way out to here. Feed it directly into that refinery, and it'll probably be just getting its own separate water pump and everything, and 24, well not 24, but do fuel constantly that way I can keep my my quarry going. So it looks like we're doing good. I emptied out the reservoir, and I think the last of it's going to head up there. That worked out rather well. So we'll pop up top and see how much fuel each one of these got. If I don't fall off. Come on. Oh. That's hit it with a wrench. That's a decent amount of fuel. That should keep it going for quite a while. Looks like the main one got a little bit more than the other ones, which is fine because that's the one that needs to pump to keep the quarry going. So, here we go. All hydrated. And off it's going. Once this goes from blue to green, this should speed up significantly. Seems like it's doing pretty decent already. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have I've got a quarry, I've got a quarry, I've got a quarry, I've got a quarry. You don't know what that was. That's kind of my little play on the Little Rascals. It's supposed to be I got $5, I got $5. But anyway, I got a quarry. So I'm happy. I'm excited. And I'm also happy and excited because this will be the last episode that I record with my current mic setup. I will be buying a new headset with a real nice mic. So my next one, the sound should be a lot better. And I got my new intro. I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro I put on my previous episode in this one. Kind of just a few pictures from some of the stuff I've created in the past. And that was a suggestion that I'd gotten in my comments from, and I don't remember the name right now. I will put that name in the description just to thank him. It was a good suggestion. I had the intro with the falling dice and the music, and I guess I was just trying to kind of copy what some other people did. But it made sense that my intro should actually have something to do with Minecraft, since I don't do anything but Minecraft videos on here. So that's my new intro, and I'll probably add a couple more pictures and probably change it as I progress and do a few more things. But this is the beginnings of the good stuff. This is how I'm going to stockpile all the materials I need to make some very fun, very big, very large projects. The first one will probably be my warehouse, or at least the first floor of my warehouse. I have plans for making multiple floors and then digging deep down in that, and putting everything in there, automating everything, and just having fun as we go. So I am going to call this an episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments. I've actually been getting a couple comments since I started this Better Than Buildcraft. And I will reply to all of them. As I've said before, I actually enjoy the interaction. And if you have suggestions, let me know. I am more than happy to take any good suggestion and even any bad suggestion and give you a reason why I don't want to or wouldn't do it. But I will at least comment and reply to anything that you guys have to say. So keep the comments and suggestions coming. If you enjoyed this, please, please, please rate this. Give me a thumbs up. I'm not trying to make money on YouTube or anything, and so I'm not trying to collect that. But it tells me that I'm doing a good job, and helps keep me encouraged and excited to continue to go on. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am enjoying doing this series, and it will let you know whenever I get my new episodes out, as well as any new ideas I have for any tutorials of some of the stuff I come up with in here. I might do some more in-depth tutorials, like on how I set up that automatic pottery turntable. But yep, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you all next time.